Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am here with another plan with me. This time we are in my A&N 7x9 doing our 52 weeks project. So this project is the foiled fandom, right? Remember how I had so many fandom kits? I think I'm gonna still have some left over and really gotta stop buying kits related to my projects when I'm clearly in the middle of a project. But I have never seen this movie, you guys. I think I need to see this movie. That's what I'm thinking. So we will be foiling it. I'm going to pull out a couple of foils from Rose Colored Days and we'll just go from there. So yeah. I think I've exhausted myself a lot this past week because my throat is feeling just a little bit scratchy. Oh, this week has been filled with every single time I'm getting ready to film. I got somebody walking in. Oh, this has been adventurous. So I just had to pause there because I had another kid walk in to ask me questions. That has happened in just about every single video that you guys are gonna see this week. Yeah. A little bit of a chaotic event going on, but clearly, you know, it is what it is. All right, so I've never seen this movie before. I would like to see it, but I do clearly need to stop buying kits in this whole fandom range because this project is gonna end. I figured that was probably a good overlay for this washi since it already has stars and it's not like it's covering up any of the stuff. You get what I'm saying. But I think I've exhausted myself a little bit too much this week, and I have a little bit of a scratchy throat. So, and I think it's because I have done a lot of talking today. When I say a lot of talking, I mean a lot of talking. I have been out and about. Oh, I need to get the foiled date covers. Which ones do I want to use? We'll just use, we'll go with the hollow. All right, so now I have to remember what week I'm planning for because clearly I do not know. But I think we're planning for the starting with the 27th. Why is this so hard to find the end? I hate this aspect. It's the hardest part, finding the end. But yeah, I did a lot of talking today with a lot of people because we were on a nature walk with some people from our church. So gotta make sure I'm getting the right dates. There we go. So yeah, we went on a nature walk. So I was talking with a whole bunch of people and now I've been talking through all these videos and I really have not done a lot of talking this week because I've been so busy. So I think that's also another reason. Exhaustion plus not talking throughout the week probably is going to lead to a little bit of a scratchy throat when you spend the majority of your day talking to a lot of people and then talking here on filming. Yes, such is the life. All right, so I've been brainstorming. I think I've mentioned it here already about what next year's project's going to be. We hit July and usually that's when I start talking about the next year's project. So this is what, year 3, which has been fun and fantastic. And I love doing this, but I think, ooh, which one do we want to do? Like, I don't know this movie, so I don't know like the setup. I do know that it's like kind of like a cult classic. Like people, like this is a movie that's either gonna you love or you don't, and it can scare you from what I gather. I just need to watch it. Anyways, it's making it into my thing this year. But I don't even remember what I was talking about. That's how far that's how far we are into this whole process. Oh, yes, July is usually when I start talking about the next week's project. And so this is year 3, so this would be year 4. I am going back to doing another 52 weeks of Halloween. So surprise, surprise. I don't think anybody's really surprised there. And stuff. And I mean, I already have, I think I still have some Halloween kits. Ones I've used in the past that I would like to keep using, and then other ones, obviously. But we have been brainstorming a certain type of thing to be able to go with this entire project. So I will probably keep it my kids' memory keeping planner, because that has been absolutely fantastic and fun. And I think that would be, because I think the first year when I did the 52 weeks of Halloween, I didn't really have like a set, this is what we're gonna do type thing, and everything, and it just kind of was just really just willy-nilly when I, you know, what I could write in there. If it didn't happen in another planner, I'd write it, or it was very repetitive, and I felt like the theme just, you know, I didn't do it justice. And then last year we just decided to make it more of just this day in history. Like, sometimes I would put my opinions and thoughts with it, but it was really about the kit and just what happened in that day in history. And I really love that I would like to think that, you know, there was new things learned, we had good discussions, you know, all that fun jazz. And then this year has obviously been about strictly like the foiled fandoms and you watching my journey in this whole foiling business. I feel like I'm finally getting it. But did I not tell you that it was going to be like halfway through this project, if not maybe like the last 2 months, that I would finally figure it out and stuff? So yeah, you know, and I still think I have my moments where I'm like, I don't know how to do this stuff. So but we do the kids' memory keeping in this, and I pre-plan that, and then I'm able to fill it in as I go, or even sometimes I have to backfill it. And that the backfilling for some things has been happening a little bit more frequently in some of my planners than others, and that's just because of what is currently happening in terms of just getting ready for convention and stuff. At the end of the night, the last thing I really want to do is update planners, because I'm exhausted and ready to go to bed. So, but I think this next year I am going to keep it the kids' memory keeping planner again, and stuff, and I think that will be a fun thing to do again. All right, so let's take a look-see here. We have, okay, we're going to put this one down here as well, because it kind of matches the whole vibes going on here. And then I have these two. I have no clue what any of this means, so I don't really know how to kind of approach my stuff. Okay, I will, however, be moving some of these into this corner area, and I am kind of thinking this, by far, if I had to pick my favorite box, this is my favorite box, hands down. So I am kind of thinking of bringing these two characters into this middle area, and I think that's what we're going to do. However, I do want them to be evenly, oh son of a gun, you all saw that? This has happened before. Good grief. I swear it always happens to me. So I'm trying to figure out where I need to. Okay, so we can go glitter header, full box, glitter header, full box. Sweet, sweet, and sweet. Okay. And we are going to, I think we're going to keep with the same glitter headers in each column like I did at the beginning of the week. I think that might think that might be really conducive to everything. So then we have a glitter header, and then we can do a full box, and then we can do another glitter header. Oh, look at that. That's like it was meant to be. And I'll just butt that up right against there, and I think that looks pretty spectacular. Okay, let's get our headers on, and then we can start moving day by day. And I'll kind of, I think I'm going to color block it in a way that I kind of did at the beginning of the week, but then also how I did in my B6 where I alternated with patterns. I think I might be able to do that. We'll see. We'll see. But I do need to get this stuff done or I will forget. All right, where are you? I felt you. Okay. So, but we have been brainstorming aspects to go along with this project this next year. So I'm really excited about that prospect, just because I think that it will just be amazing. Like, let's just make it amazing. Like, why not, you know? So we've been brainstorming aspects of that, and so I'm excited. As soon as we get back from convention, we are going high speed on this project. So there will be a lot of things happening behind the scenes. And of course, I will do sneak peeks and things like that, because why not? I mean, come on. It's going to be an amazing project. But yeah, so that's going to be our theme again for this next year. You do not, I know that there's a lot of people that are new to the 52 weeks project. You do not have to follow the theme that I do. Yeah, I think I'm going to do them all on the bottom. I think that's what I want to do. Okay. So this kitty can go here. So yeah, you do not have to follow what I do for the 52 weeks project. You can do anything you want to your heart's content, whatever it may be. I mean, you could you could completely do like 52 weeks of Christmas. I've had people do that. I've had somebody join in that has done 52 weeks of like rainbow spreads. I've had somebody do 52 weeks of monochromatic spreads. Overall, at the end of the day, the purpose is for you to actually use what you have in your stash. So if you have like a lot of these overwhelming kits, use them. Decide whatever you want. There's no right or wrong way to do it. And I guess one could say, well, we already do that. You know, we're already doing 52 weeks because we put planners down. And you would be correct. You would be completely correct. However, I do want to say that it is a little bit more specific in that there's a little bit more of a theme behind it, I guess you would say. And you get to decide whatever that theme is. Like one could say, okay, I'm doing 52 weeks of using nothing but these type of character stickers. Perfect. The point is to get you to use what you have in your stash and to not keep hoarding, because sticker adhesive does expire. It does have a limitation date on it. And likewise, stickers can fade over time. Like the printing and stuff can fade over time. And your stickers would not look as bright or vibrant as they would have if you would have used them when you got them. So that's all it is. But you know what? I'm all for buying stickers because clearly I love I love stickers. So, you know, that's all the project is about, and everything. And if it helps you to maintain something, like for me, this year, it has helped me maintain a planner for my kids. I have done numerous planners in the past where I've tried to do memories keeping planners for my kids, and I fall off the wagon. This keeps me accountable, partly because I'm filming it for you guys, but two, it has a specific theme behind it, so I don't have to think too hard. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I do have to think pretty hard sometimes, because as I was flipping through my stash, so like this last week, we did a kit from Odd Loop, and I have a lot of kits from Odd Loop, and I'm really trying not to keep doing kits over and over from their shop. So yeah, it is a little bit hard sometimes, so I get that. Okay, let's go ahead and we're gonna get into this, and we are going to work from the bottom up, because that seems to be the best thing. Okay, so those are solids. We want to keep kind of with the patterns. That's what I'm going for on this one. And then we'll switch to a solid and everything. And I gotta make sure that I'm going through all of this and actually foiling things, because there have been times that I get down to like the last box and I didn't foil anything. So yeah, just know that that is a very real possibility. So I do have to be very mindful of all of this. Okay, and we should have enough room. Lucky. Once again, it's like perfection. I think my oldest is outside getting the rabbits fed. I think that's what he's doing. Okay, so now we need to go over to the plain ones. Do I have a plain box? Yes, I do. Nice. All right. So, but yeah, this project has kept me accountable for working on something where I kind of lacked. And for that, and did it take me a few years to figure it out? Yep, it did. And I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me, because it's a journey. At the end of the day, it's a journey, and it's only your journey. But I do know that by staying accountable to somebody has also helped, and that somebody is you. So yeah, you're like, which you are you talking to? All of you. That is who I'm talking to. So alrighty, let's go ahead and get this down. I don't know what it is, but sometimes I get on just like this huge color blocking kick. It just, I don't know what it is, but I just get on this kick where I'm just like, yep, this is what I got to do. This is what I'm liking to do, and I'm gonna keep going with it. And it just, and then if a shop has patterns, then like that fit with the color blocking, then I'm obsessed, and I'm doing this back and forth number because I'm just obsessed. I mean, at the end of the day, let's just call a duck and everything. But when I get on those kicks, and man, I hope they don't bore you guys. At the end of the day, I hope that they're not boring. I hope you're not looking at my spreads going, she does the same things over and over. I mean, I guess technically we always do, because we have our way of wanting to have things done, but I hope it's kind of exciting and interesting to you. That's what I hope. So I think I have room for these two, and we should be golden to flip the page. I'm so excited I'm so excited. My mother comes this week. I know I've said this a few times. I'm so excited because then my kids get to hang out with their Nana and everything. So I'm hoping that this spread, the way that this is all, oh boy, there we go, fixed it. Sometimes this overlays just hit you good. There we go. But I'm hoping that this kind of a layout, being able to put more and more on everything, actually leads to more space to put down some specific memories. Now, I will say, for this next year, I have thought about, and I just don't know if I am committed enough and have the ability and time to do it. More so, am I committed enough? Because if I'm committed enough, I'll find the time. But I've seen people like lay out their spreads and do their base spreads and then hold their stuff off to the side because they're about ready to add pictures. Because I don't use my sidebar, you know that whole thing that we talk about, the sidebar that kills me every week because I don't know what to put in it. I was thinking, because I have a little portable photo printer that prints out onto sticker paper, like the glossy sticker paper that you can get. I was sitting here thinking, what if I did that to use the sidebar for like pictures of my kids, for what they did during that week. You know, it doesn't have to be anything grand. Like, it could just be a picture of them sitting at, you know, the school table or at the dinner table or something like that. But it's always just like, and it could be a group shot, or it could be a individual shots, because I can print pretty big, or I can print, you know, put it into a like a collage app and have it print like 4 pictures or 5 pictures onto one of those sheets. So I'm over here sitting here thinking, is that a good thing for me to do? Like, is that something that I could achieve? And I don't know. But I do know that my kids are going to look back and they're not going to see a lot of pictures. It just kind of is what it is. I take pictures, but I don't print them off. And we did actually have a virus eat all of our pictures one year. Yeah, that was fun. And so I did lose a lot of pictures one year. You'd think that I would have learned my mistake and actually like print off pictures and put them in albums and things like that. Yeah, I don't learn from things like that. So, but I'm like, how can I, you know, and starting late is better than never starting. So while I may not be the perfect aspect of this, it could be something that kind of fills up that that gap. So, oh yeah, this is the only part that drives me nuts. I'm like, why do I have 2 solids together? That's the only part that drives me a little bit nuts, is that when it comes to this, you end up having 2 solids together. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. I really do need to figure that one out. Because patterned, there, patterned. How could I have done this so that it could have... I need to go solid pattern, solid pattern, solid pattern, solid pattern, solid pattern, solid. I don't know. One of these days I'll figure it out. I get to talking and I don't know what the heck I'm saying. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Because clearly I have them available. So, it is what it is. I digress. All right, but that's kind of what I'm thinking about for this upcoming year on how to maybe make some things a little bit more cohesive in the planner. And so I just thought I'd ask for your thoughts and what you think about that. Like, is that a good utilization of the sidebar? I don't think there's ever any a bad way to use the sidebar, but you know, we're discussing options here. So you let me know if that's a good way to utilize my sidebar, and if I'm not like way off base, and if that might actually get my tuchus up off the ground to actually ensure that maybe there's a few more pictures for my kids as I get older. So all right, we're finishing this up here. Where did that last square go? In fact, actually, that was the only one that I didn't have a square for. That feels really weird. It is what it is. One of these days I will figure this one out. I mean, obviously when there's only 6 squares, one of them's gonna have to be different and stuff, but you know, we'll figure this out and get it all situated one day, but that day is not today, and that I am okay with. So let's finish this up and we will have been done with another week in this planner. And next year I'm gonna actually keep track of the weeks a little bit better so that I can actually say, and that's a wrap on week whatever, you know, try to be a little bit more good about this. So all right, yeah, so if you are still doing a 52 weeks project that you love, I would love to see pictures of it. Please ensure you're tagging me on Instagram and everything. And yeah, so I'm gonna move this out of the way and we're gonna open it up so you guys can see what it's gonna look like. And I think it's gonna look absolutely amazing. Yep, not wrong. I think I foiled everything. Okay, I'm checking all the headers, I'm checking all the full boxes. I think I got them. We got foil at the top, got foil at the bottom, and we got a little bit of foil in between. All right, you guys, if you check the description box down below, you'll see all the shops tagged. And as always, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Leave me a comment down below. And you guys have the rest of a wonderful week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.